Welcome to Tuesdays with Gary. My name is Gary Lanham. I'm the team leader of the Gary Lanham Group at Coldwell Banker Fort Lauderdale Beach office. And today I'm happy to come to you to talk about the current state of the real estate market and one of the projects that we have, which is a new development called URBN Village. And URBN Village is in Oak Park. It's on Northeast 5th Avenue. And we have about 28 units to sell. We have 11 ready to go right now. And we have the other units available for pre-construction prices that we'll be delivering very shortly to the marketplace. URBN Village is a concept. It's a new project. It's in an area where we're trying to help rebuild the infrastructure socioeconomically, as well as a section of Oakland Park. Near that area on Northeast 5th Avenue, we have a brand new fire station. We have a brand new Oakland Park library going in. We have a brand new Oakland Park water park. We've got a pickleball court. And of course, we've got the infamous Stevens Field. So Stevens Field, if you have kids, you've probably taken your kids there to play ball or soccer. And right across the street from Stevens Field, of course, is that park course where so many people these days who are afraid to go to a gym go outside to exercise. As we get started today to talk about URBN Village, I want to tell you what it's like to buy new versus old. So when you buy new, it comes with a warranty. Most of the houses in Fort Lauderdale are built 50s and 60s. Many of them have problems, whether it's galvanized pipe or aluminum wiring or old electrical boxes. And they don't necessarily come with a warranty. They're mostly being sold as is. So as buyers are disappointed by the money pit of a house, they're oftentimes looking to change that environment from a single family residence to a condominium residence, where new construction comes with a 10-year warranty. That's right. For 10 years, you can live in this place, not have to worry about the repairs and the maintenance, and take a breath from all the work you've done in your single family house. Also, in the warranty situation, all the appliances are warranted, and of course the construction. And because it is new construction, all the brand new codes, the 2020 codes, whether it's electric, whether it's commercial grade impact glass, whether it's ADA requirements for your bathrooms or ramps, even to your front door, we have it accomplished at URBN Village. Personalization, being able to personalize your residence, is also a very important component in construction. What kind of tile do you want? What kind of backsplash do you want in your kitchen? What type of cabinetry in your kitchen do you want? Do you want brown, white, a combination thereof? What about your bathrooms? How many grab bars do you need? What type of closeting do you need? We have large closets that are walk-in spaces that you and your partner, your husband, your wife, or your other significant other can get in and dress at the same time and still have plenty of privacy. New construction, it always pertains to the latest design trends, and we've got them to show you today at URBN Village. I'd like to start this presentation off by thanking you for joining me today. I've got Chitachi Egwu in the sound booth and on the video play. She is our production coordinator. She's at one location, I'm at another. We are COVID protected realtors. We practice safe business. We want to make sure our sellers stay safe, our buyers stay safe, and that everyone that we interact with, all of our providers, maintain their safety and health as well. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the video clip on URBN Village. So isn't that a great overview of what we have to offer? So at URBN Village, we have 4 separate floor plans. They're named the Tribeca, which is our true loft space. We have an even larger loft space, which is called the East Sider. We also have the Uptown, which is designed for work, live, play space, where you actually have an individual entrance to your office and a separate entrance to your residence. So if you need to work from home or you want to work from home during these COVID times, and we know many people are, you can actually separate yourself from your family, give them their own interests. They won't interrupt your workday. And also, the great thing about our work-live space is that we've gotten a variance from the city of Oakland Park. So if you are a small business, you can actually place your commercial sign in the window so that your clients know where you are and can meet with you personally. The other model we have is the Uptown. In addition to the Uptown, we have the Lennox. The Uptown is the work-live play space. The Lennox model is designed for a roommate situation. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath situation. Again, open floor plan, custom kitchen, various style flooring, wonderful landings. So if you're doing laundry, you can stay away from your roommate to give each other some privacy and still get the job done. So I want to talk about the benefits of Urban Village and what's been going on so far. And we'll bring up the first slide, please. So we're in the final stages of Urban Village. And when the project is completed, there will be 90 residences. The project is partially sold out, and we have 50 buyers living there and enjoying this space. Now, it's interesting because the space is designed for open air, open workspaces. And little did we know that COVID would come along, which made our spaces even more significant. The ability to go into your unit without having to share a common hallway, to share an elevator, and actually get inside your home, whether it be through your front door or through your garage, allows that extra level of protection that we are proud to provide. We put this project in a rather commercial area. You'll see some warehouse spaces, and you'll say, "Oh my gosh, what's this going to be like?" Well, it's truly urban and industrial. So what we did not spare the expense on was the finishing and the construction quality that we provide to our units. So all units now are move-in ready. Like I mentioned, we have 4 different floor plans, and we have the ability to show you a unit any day of the week. So yes, the Gary Lanham Group is staffing this project 7 days a week from 10 in the morning till 6 at night. And basically we have an agent who is well-versed on each of the units, well-versed on the contract, and understands all the financial incentives that you can get as a result of buying in this project. For example, if you go into contract by September 8th, the developer is providing up to $10,000 in closing credits. $10,000, that's huge. So you would have to use the preferred lender and you would have to use the preferred title company, but that's a huge amount of dollars that you can apply towards your closing costs. Each of the units has a stainless steel refrigerator, stove, washer dryer, and also a microwave. And the washer dryers they don't come standard with each unit. In the kitchen, we have onyx quartz granite top. The quartz is very contemporary. It's white, and it can be offset with either a combination of brown wood cabinetry with, of course, soft touch latches, or it can be all white on the top, white on the bottom. Any combination is available for you to choose from. And we have smooth tiles and ceilings throughout. Because it is new construction, another great benefit is that we have all the fire protections that you would ever want to have. So for example, in the ceiling, we have a sprinkler system that if a fire goes off, the sprinkler will come on to make sure that we don't burn the unit down and we protect you, the buyer who's living in the unit. So the developer for this project, the original architect was Gustavo Carbonell, who's a well-known Wilton Manors architect. The general contractor is a gentleman named Julian Consuega. And this project is an identical replica of the project he first did in Cartagena, Colombia. So if you go to Cartagena, you may want to look up this project. It's pretty spectacular. The difference is that when we replicated it here in Oakland Park, we had some design changes that were facilitated by our on-site supervisor, Julian. And Julian Lopez essentially would go to the developer and say, well, now that we have like 5K internet connections, maybe we need to change the configuration of where the desk would be, because each of the units are designed so that you can work and live in your actual home. We've also had special consideration for how to use the hallways, how to widen the hallways to make use of the efficiency of the space. Some of these hallways, for example, can be used for a family, where you could put like the new contemporary style desk, where you've got your son, your daughter, husband, wife, wife, all sitting contiguous to one another, all doing their thing with the computer. So we're really happy about this project. Magna Construction, who is headed by Julian Consuego, is our developer and contractor. And again, top quality, top finishes for you to come by and take a look at. As we continue with our slides, we'll talk about some of the units. This is a picture of the outside of the building. And what you'll see is that on the first floor, primarily the Linux models have like a little 110 square foot patio. And that patio is designed not only to have your cocktails, but also to be able to grill outside. So it's very easy to see our project. Coming down 38th from Federal Highway, you'd be going west. At 6th Avenue, there's a stoplight. That's where the Stevens ballpark is. One more block is a roundabout. That's 5th Avenue. Take a left, go south on 5th. And this is the project that you would see on the right, which would be on the west side of the street. As we keep going, we'll talk a little bit more about these units. So here is a site plan for the project, and the now selling is what is immediately available right now. So we have 16 units in this building. We have sold 6 of them, and they are ready to close. We are expecting our certificate of occupancy probably this week and no later than the end of next week. Once that occurs, we'll have some new life in this project. We'll have people moving in. This is also where we have our sales office, which is in unit number 5. So this address would be 410 Northeast 36th Street, unit number 5, and we are actually in the Uptown model. If you look to the right on your slide, which is actually now looking east, we have 2021. This is going to be another 14 units, which will also have all four floor plans. And then in 2020, we have 2 buildings, which are called buildings number 9 and 10, and these will all be townhouses. Now, it's no surprise that townhouses sell out before they're even constructed. So if you want to get an opportunity to bid on this project, you should come by and see what we have now in building number 3, as well as what we have planned in the fall of 2020 and also in 2021. Now, as we look at this area in the final phase and to the left, which I'm going to now say is our west side, I want to call your attention to that North Dog Park. Yes, Urban Village is very pet friendly. And we have large dogs with no size restriction. The only restriction we ask is non-aggressive breeds. Non-aggressive breeds, and you can have 2 or 3 dogs living with you. We also have at that North Dog Park a dog run, which is 50 yards long. So if your dog up and wants to get up and do some playing activity, you can actually use that run to help entertain yourself and also keep your dog happy. At the other end of the project, we have another dog run. Actually, it's not a dog run, it's a park where now we see a lot of the residents socializing with their neighbors, making sure that they get to know one another and their canine friends. So most of the residents do have pets. Most of those pets are dogs, and we welcome all breeds, all dogs, as long as they're not aggressive. So it's been a really interesting change for condominium living, because many buildings, as you know, in Fort Lauderdale, they don't allow you to have pets at all. And we're allowing any size dog, and we're up to 3 dogs, which is plenty for a condominium complex. And at any rate, we welcome visiting our project. I just had a call coming in through one of my agents. I apologize for that brief hesitation. We'll go on to the next slide, please. So now we're talking about the different floor plans. And in this particular floor plan, this is the Linux. And basically I mentioned the Linux was designed to have two unmarried people, possibly roommates. We know that in this, based on our location, because we are in Oakland Park, we are east of 95. We are 6 minutes from Wilton Manors. We are 12 minutes to Fort Lauderdale Beach, and we are adjacent to gyms, whether it be Crunch Gym on Andrews or down the street on 38 to LA Fitness. We have gyms all around us. In fact, we're even partnering to do some brand marketing with some co-sponsors. We have one of our co-sponsors, which is Eli's Fitness, which is at the 4100 block of Dixie Highway in Oakland Park, not too far from the Funky Buddha. But at the Linux model, I want to call your attention to the living area, which is open to the kitchen and the living area. You can come in through your courtyard or your front yard, or you can actually come in through your garage. We have it designed so you go upstairs, and we have this large landing space to the right, which services bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 1. We know that in the past we called that a master bedroom. We now call that a primary bedroom. The second bedroom, of course, has also a full bath, and there's access from the hallway as well as the bedroom itself. In the past, we might call that a Jack and Jill bathroom, but in today's terms and vernacular, we call that a dual entry bathroom. So as you can see, both bedrooms are very large, plenty of space, plenty of privacy. And because of the soundproofing of the new construction, no one is disturbed. You can live your life, have a nice life, and not have to worry about interfering with your roommate or interfering with your neighbor. Next slide, please. So in this Linux model, as we're sliding through here, I want to call your attention to this kitchen. All of our kitchens are European kitchens. They were imported from Barcelona, and you'll see the white lacquer tops and the brown wood. You can get a combination of that depending on the model and your taste, but it allows you to be somewhat selective in your finishes, and you'll notice the stainless steel appliances. On a little above the kitchen, Tadachi, if you'll move that slide down just a little bit, you'll see the outfitting for the bathroom, and you'll also see the outfitting for one of the closets. This closet is actually an upgrade, and it's done for the model. We've got about $30,000 worth of upgrades in that model, and we can't wait for you to see it and take advantage of what this actually looks like. Next slide, please. We'll go on. So the next model is the Uptown model. And the Uptown model, of course, has your first floor office, which many people are using as a bedroom, because you know a bedroom has to have two ways of egress, and it also has to have a bathroom. So at the bottom of this slide, you'll see a doorway that basically is entrance to that first floor office. You'll see a secondary doorway, which is access into residential living space. So you could go straight up those stairs to bedrooms number 2 and bedrooms number 3. Now, again, the first floor office space could also be your master bedroom, and we have many clients that are using it that way. As we go upstairs, I want to point out that we have 2 bedrooms that are basically stacked. We have the washer and dryer adjacent to those bedrooms so that they're easy to use, providing lots of privacy, lots of space for a family. Now, we have one couple with a 16-year-old son that has purchased this particular model, and right away they put the son on the first floor because he's 16, he likes music and he likes gaming, and we wanted to make sure that the family got some peace on the upstairs. Next slide, please. Here we see some outfitting of this particular model. We have the living area space. You have your flat screen TV. We're also showing the double car garage, as well as the stairway that goes up to the living quarters. And then below that, you will see one of the bedrooms that is outfitted with a futon style queen size bed, so that you can actually make sure that if you have a guest, they can stay here very comfortably. Next slide, please. This takes us to our loft spaces. Now, we have two different types of lofts. We have the Tribeca loft, which is the smaller loft, and we also have the east side loft. As you enter into the Tribeca or the east side loft, you will see that you come into the door immediately to the bedroom. Once you come into that bedroom, you'll walk down this hallway. There's the bathroom, and behind the bathroom is living area and kitchen. Again, custom kitchen. And then we have an island in front of that kitchen cabinetry for our sink. And then in front of the sinks, we have the living area space. Now, the really cool thing about this particular unit is that second floor living space. Now, when I talk about a loft space, yes, we have an area that overlooks the living space, 18-foot ceilings. So we walk up to the loft space, which is shown in gray. And basically in that loft space, you could put near the end of the stairs, your office space overlooking the living area, or you could put your bedroom up here, or you could make this a secondary living area with a media room. Now, I just sold this particular model. We're getting ready to close on it. It's model number 9. And basically my customer has decided that the first floor bedroom downstairs is actually going to become a media room, and that on the upstairs loft area, on the front overlooking the kitchen and living area, my customer is going to put his workspace. He's a computer programmer. He works for a technology company. And in the back of that, right above the loft area where that window is, he and she are going to put a king size bed, so that they can accommodate all their living requirements. Now, on the left-hand side of this slide, to the left of is shown in gray, there's actually an abutment that comes out 3 feet, and in that loft area, it's capable of accommodating a closet that is approximately 3.5 feet by 20 feet long. Again, lots of closet space, lots of living space, to make it easier and more enjoyable for our customers to live in this area. And we'll move right on from the Tribeca unit, and we'll show different variations of how you can use that upside space. Here we are overlooking the office area into the living area. Now, the difference in that Tribeca and the east side space is really the width of the unit. So we'll see that, for example, this area from in front of the balcony, it comes with a balcony, and from the left side to the right side, we've got about 10 feet, making that area much, much bigger and open. That conveys also to the den or the bedroom on the first floor, and it also conveys to the mezzanine space, which gives you about 100 square feet more in that mezzanine area. If we can keep scrolling down, please. So here's some designer configurations again. Again, we're in the loft space. We're overlooking the living space. The bedroom is on the right-hand side below the living area. And we've outfitted that with a convertible sleep sofa, as well as living area. And then this is a picture of the master bath on the left. Again, take a look at this kitchen. We have the quartz countertop. We have the Barcelona kitchens. They're wood with soft touch closes. We have stainless steel appliances, and we have outlets everywhere, because we know that we live in a high-tech world, and we know that people want to be able to use their gadgets, and their gadgets can be plugged in anywhere. So here's some configurations of how that loft space looks. Here's where we have the bedroom up there with the Barcelona chairs on the first top slide. The second slide is a different configuration where it's being used as a media room and then the final slide representation is using it as an office space. Again, the space is so large, you can use it as a combination office and bedroom, depending on your needs and wants. What's condo living without a great pool? And here we have a wonderful pool that all the residents use and share. We're not heavy on the amenities here. Instead, what we're heavy on is the use of the outdoor space and the ability to bring large dogs to live here. And each of the residents does do that and takes advantage of that. Now, we've had some interesting situations with these dogs in the pool, as you can imagine. But everybody gets along and everybody is compliant with how to use the pool and how do we use these dog parks very well. And we're just about close to the end of the slideshow, I believe. Here is that second dog park, which is called the South Dog Park. And as you can see, you can use the sidewalk while you have the dog in that fire hydrant area to do its business. Right now, the small dogs and the large dogs interact together. And then in the fall of 2020, which is coming up, we see the North Dog Park, which has that 50-yard dog run. Okay. So we'll finalize this presentation on Urban Village by giving you some pricing for the units. And we talked about 4 different floor plans. We talked about the Lennox, which is designed for a roommate situation, non-married couple. And those are priced from $331,300. We then have the Tribeca, which is a smaller loft space with 1,189 square feet. Again, it's narrower. Oftentimes they're on the ends, so you have the corners, so you have the additional benefit of light. And they're priced at $324,300. We then have the East Side unit, which again is loft space. This time we've got 1,507 square feet, and they're priced at $336,300. And then finally, the True Live workspace, different entranceway to the workspace or master bedroom downstairs, is the up-down unit with 1,637 square feet, and it's priced from $412,300. So again, I invite you to come take a look at Urban Village, take a look at new construction and how it can benefit you. We are in a market right now that has no inventory. So we would be glad to show you the product, show you this process of how to get in. We can close you in less than 30 days. We have preferred lenders, we have a preferred title company, and we have lots of fun living in this space. So again, we staff the office at 410 Northeast 36th Street, Unit 5, 7 days a week from 10 a.m. in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. One of my agents is there, and we invite you to come by and take a look. If you have a realtor, bring your realtor by. Realtors come by and take a preview of this property. If you would like to use any of our marketing materials, we'll be happy to give you unbranded materials to help you market this to your customers, but you got to see this product. It is something special, truly live, work, play spaces that are lofts, and you won't be disappointed. So I want to thank you again for joining me today on the 11th of August for Tuesdays with Gary. Next week, we're going to bring you another speaker, which is Don Rubin, who's from Fairway Mortgage. We're going to talk about mortgages and how they're changing. We know that the refinances have slowed down because there's simply so much demand for new home sales. So Don's going to bring us up with the changes, what's going on in the market. And then the following week, we have a privilege of having another guest speaker, Nancy Corey, who is the Executive Vice President of Coldwell Banker. She is responsible for Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Dade County, and she'll join me to tell us about the state of the market in each of those counties. Thank you again for joining us today. Chatachi, thanks for your great work. We will look forward to seeing you next week with Don Rubin. Again, I'm Gary Lanham. I'm the team leader of the Gary Lanham Group at Coldwell Banker, Fort Lauderdale Beach office. Thank you.